Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is questioning everything. Lately I've been reading this new book. It's called Small Creatures Such as We, and I've been reading it in the mornings because I feel like that's the perfect time for me to read something and to really just have my brain is really fresh at that time. Like it's right after my workout, so I just have a really fresh brain, and I'm able to read, which is something I can't do in the afternoons. Like I just can't. And I this book is about, it's basically about traditions, and it's about questioning everything. Like I think there was a chapter that was literally all about questioning everything, and it was about questioning everything, and then it was about taking the chances, and it really inspired me. um I feel like we grow up, or at least I grew up in a very just in a very social construct like society, where it's like religion, and it's this is what you should believe, this is what you go to school, and it's like this is what you should believe in. You at home, your parents are usually like, hey, here's this religion, this is what you should believe in. You become an adult, and it's like you should believe in going to college, getting a job, getting married, having kids, whatever. And that's what we're made to believe. And it's something very, one, old school, two, very untrue. And it's something that I've also been listening to this new podcast with what's her name, Chelsea Handler or something like that. And it's basically an advice podcast, which I love. Like I love that podcast so much because it really like opens my mind. And she's a very straightforward person, and I always try to, strive for straightforwardness, because I always like, I don't know. I just hate small talk. Like I'm not a small talk person. But her advice is super like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Take a chance, you know? The way that I see it, I always tell this to either like my brother-in-law, who like sometimes takes, you know, I'm really close to him, so he sometimes like asks, not advice, but he's like stressed out, and he's like asking me like, hey, like suggestions as to what to do with, businesses and stuff like that. And I'm take a go at it. Like the worst that can happen is it doesn't work out, they say no, or you don't like it, and then you start fresh. I feel like the world is so used to having such a strict script and such an organized thing, that whenever you try to go out of order, or whenever you try to leave this order and you question the order as of how you were raised, or as in what you believe in, or as if, is this even true, or is this like even proven scientifically and stuff like that, I feel like you either get really, like, you get a lot of negative feedback because it's something very not normal, and it's something that's not common. But I also feel like you're kind of freeing yourself. You feel free when you question everything. And I've reached this point in my life that I question so much that it makes me, that I'm like, you know what? I can do anything that I that I can set my mind to. I can basically approach and achieve anything that I want, because I feel like when you question everything, you really don't you kind of never get the answer. At least not. I don't know. It's something beautiful, and having the confidence and the courage and like the determination to question stuff, because it just opens your mind to so many possibilities. Because I feel like one simple question, like, why do I have to follow these rules that were generational, a generational construct? Why is everyone expected to get married and have kids and go to college and all of these things? And if you have the courage to question, and then either rebel or either not follow these social norms, I personally feel super confident and super happy, and I live a much calmer life when I'm like, why do I need to do so much to just exist? Like, to just be, to just be peaceful. I feel like that's my biggest goal. I really don't strive for money. I feel like money does not make you happy. I think it's something so stupid to me. It's something very, you know, I think it's also coming from upper middle class, whatever. Obviously money can solve a lot of stuff, and it can pay a lot of stuff and all these things. Money can buy things that make you happy, but it's not like my biggest. I realize that it's not something that I want, because it's like, why do I need, not obviously why do I need money, but like, why do I need money to complete me when I complete myself. you know I can have experiences, I can have books, I can have, you know I would much rather be happy with my body and be happy with how I'm feeling mentally and physically, and what I'm reading, and what I'm creating as an art form, than have so much money in the bank account. I would not want to hustle so much that I forget about myself, that I forget about my mental health. And it's like questioning, it's like, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to work so much? Or why do I feel like I need to do all of this just so I can, get money? Like, I don't think that's, you question it, and it makes you feel like, how they say, like, Gen Z, they're really like, they're capable of quitting any job at like the drop of a dime. I feel like that's incredible, and I love that, because there's so many people who stick to a job that they don't like just because they don't they care so much about money, or they care so much about the business. And I feel like, as for me, I do not care. I don't care about like any social construct. Like, if I feel like I grew up, I'm a, first generation mixed Mexican. So it's a very, I feel like I grew up very open minded, but like back home in my parents' hometown, it's very, you get married after 18, like you have your kids, you obey whatever your husband, whatever. They're very old fashioned. And when you rebel and when you go against it, it's so, I feel so cool, because you question, it's like, why do I need to do this? Like, it's like, why would I do this? Like, why? Just why? You question so much that it kind of builds your confidence, and like, I'm able to question this. Before, when I was a little kid, and I would question things, I wouldn't really get a straight answer. It would always just be like God, it would be like the Bible. It'll be like whatever. It'll be like blah blah blah. Listen to God, read the Bible. You'll be like, shut up. I'll get like, shut down, because I've always been like, question everything. Like, I want to know, or I'm just curious, and I want to break down, why do I need to follow all these rules? And now that I'm older, now that I feel like either my opinion is heard, or I feel like now that I have either platforms to share my opinion and stuff, I feel like questioning everything is amazing, because I don't think we should just follow one specific rule or one specific moral. I think we should be able to learn I feel like we should be able to see an issue, question why is this going on, and like either not fix it nor find a solution, but work towards being happier and finding peace and not having this problem. You know what I mean? Like, why do we need to have kids? We don't want kids. Demolish. Just kidding. I kind of want kids. I don't know. I sometimes want kids, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I I literally just said money doesn't matter, but I really want to be financially stable, like enough, more stable, so I can like have so many vacations with them, because that's something that I didn't get as a child, and it's something that I would want to give my kids. So, see what I mean? Money, hello. But I don't think money is important. I don't think money is important. I would much rather be happy with like a $20 bill, water, a hot yoga class, but who's going to pay for the hot yoga? Who's paying for the water? Who's paying for, it's like, I just think you can only go so far with being, like, eat the rich, whatever. That's a different topic. We're not talking about that. We're talking about questioning everything. We're talking about how to question everything, build courage to question everything, and if go against, the social norms, have confidence in doing what you want. Like, just do whatever you do whatever you want. And that's like my biggest takeaway. It's like, question everything and do whatever you want. Do not follow any social norms. Like, that is what I am trying to do. I already broke, the getting married. I broke the moving out at 18. and staying at home. I feel like that's a very American like norm. So I broke that. So I'm happy. Well, I'm still 19, so I'm basically a teenager, and I might move out, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I feel like that's very common. It's like either you move out at 18 or you get married at 18, at least in the Mexican culture. So I broke that, so I'm happy. You know, I broke a lot. I feel like just breaking the social norms, questioning everything, being like, why do you believe in God? Why is religion is not, or organized religion is not good for anyone? That is, you know, questioning. Well, that's not a question. That's a statement, and that's a fact. But questioning, like, why do you think this is good? Why do you believe in this? Why, like, just question, like, why do I have to follow these rules? And then I feel like it builds some sort of courage in you, that you're able to like either answer your own questions, or like ask the questions, or you're able to find the confidence in doing what you want and rebelling against whatever you see that you want to question, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's just something that I've had in my mind for like this whole week lately. It's just like we need to rebel. Like we're rebelling so much as the Gen Z, and I love it. But anyways, I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.